Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, before we get into the show, first off, man, if you haven't done this already, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you're the first ones to know when my next video will come out because I'm here each and every single week. And one last thing, don't forget to be awesome. Yeah, man. Sit back, chillax, grab something to eat, grab something to drink because you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now today on the Ryan Awesome Show, we'll be talking about AEW Dynamite for February the 23rd, 2022. So yeah, 2 days before my birthday. Had to get that out of there. Overall, man, what a great show, man. What a great show tonight, bro. Oh man, so much happened on this show tonight. So much happened. We had Buddy Matthews, aka or formerly known as Buddy Murphy, made his AEW debut, aligning himself with the Kings of the Black Throne with Malakai Black and Brody King. We all knew he was coming in, but it was only a matter of when. So yeah, so Buddy Matthews made his debut on AEW. And we had that Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston face-to-face promo, dude. I thought that was one of the best things on the show, man. Dude, the shots, bro. The shots that were fired, bro. I enjoyed it, bro. I want to see more of it. I want to see more of Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho on the mic, man. And also the main event with Bryan Danielson and Daniel Garcia. I thought that was a really great match. Probably one of the best matches on the show. And right after the match, we officially have our Revolution match between Jon Moxley and Bryan Danielson. One-on-one match. So yeah, that should be really good, bro. And with Revolution, man, they are stacking up this show too, man. They are absolutely stacking up this show. And this by far could be the best pay-per-view of the year. Like it'll be up there. It will be up there as one of the best pay-per-views of 2022. And yeah, we just started 2022, so when 2022 is over, this could probably be one of the best pay-per-views of the year. But yeah, man, bro, like so much happened on this show tonight, man. And they are, as I said before, man, they are stacking up Revolution. They are setting up next week's show too, man, really nicely. And so yeah, man, so that was it, man. That was it with AEW Dynamite. So yeah, man, so this is the AEW Dynamite review for February the 23rd, 2022 on the Ryan Awesome Show. And yeah, man, I say this all the time in the intro. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. And subscribe to the channel if you're new around here or if you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, because I am here each and every single week, man. So yeah, so tonight we were live in the Webster Bank Arena in Bridgeport, Connecticut. So yeah, man. And so our first match of the night, we had the AEW Tag Team Battle Royale. And so yeah, in this match, I could not take notes in this match. We had so many teams in this match. So yeah, so we had the Blade, Alex Reynolds, Austin Gunn, and Colton Gunn. They were all eliminated. The Butcher got eliminated, so Butcher is back, so it was great to see the Butcher. But the Butcher had got eliminated by the Best Friends. Chuck Taylor got eliminated by Kyle O'Reilly. Marq Quen got eliminated. And then Isiah Kassidy got eliminated too. Or I think Matt Hardy was out there too. Matt Hardy, he was outside of the ring. I think he had caught one of the Private Party members. And so, yeah, I think it was Isiah Kassidy that he caught. But he ended up getting eliminated anyways. Or it was Marq Quen. I think it was. I don't remember which one it was. So much happened out there in that match. I don't even much remember. But yeah, so Private Party is eliminated. 2.0 got eliminated by Santana, and then Ortiz got eliminated by the Bucks. And so ReDRagon and the Young Bucks, they were working together because they're a part of the Super Elite. And so yeah, so FTR, they eliminated Nick Jackson. And so yeah, so Orange Cassidy, who wasn't in the match, he came from under the ring, and Trent, he was this close from getting eliminated, but Orange Cassidy had saved him. And so yeah, so Trent went right back in the ring. He started taking out everybody, and so Trent, he eliminated Bobby Fish. And so Tully Blanchard, who was also out there too, was not in the match. You know, he tried to eliminate John Silver. He tried to help Cash eliminate John Silver, but you know, he ended up eliminating Cash by accident because John Silver, he had, you know, turned his body around, and so which caused Tully Blanchard to accidentally eliminate Cash. So Cash is out. And so we had Santana, Kyle O'Reilly, John Silver, Matt Jackson, Dax Harwood, and Trent. They were left in the Battle Royale for their respective teams. And so yeah, so Trent and Santana, they're going back and forth. You know, they have a long history too. They of course had a match. What was it? A backstreet brawl or a street fight? Yeah, they had a street fight. So yeah, that was a great match too, man. Back in the pandemic era. So yeah, so they had history too. So yeah, so Santana and Trent, they got eliminated by Matt. I'm about to say Matt Hardy, Matt Jackson, and Kyle O'Reilly. And so Matt, Kyle O'Reilly, Dax Harwood, and John Silver, they're the final four of their respective teams. And so yeah, so Kyle O'Reilly and Dax, they were fighting on the ring apron. And so Bobby Fish, who was already eliminated, he came from outside of the ring and he eliminated Dax Harwood. And so yeah, so FTR and Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, they had a match one time on NXT, which was really great. So yeah, so it was great seeing they feud reignite. And so yeah, so we had Matt Jackson, Kyle O'Reilly, and John Silver. They're the final three. And so Matt and O'Reilly, they double teamed John Silver. And so Silver started fighting back. And so we had the chasing the dragon combo to Silver from Matt and O'Reilly. And so Matt Jackson, he eliminated John Silver. And from behind, we had Kyle O'Reilly. He eliminated Matt Jackson to win the match. So therefore, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish wins the tag team battle royale and will be one of the teams competing for the AEW World Tag Team titles at Revolution against Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. So yeah, so we have another team. So Jungle Boy Luchasaurus versus Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, ReDRagon versus another team. So we're gonna find out next week. So yeah, so right after the match we had the Bucks. They were upset with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish because they believe they got screwed over. And so yeah, so we had Hangman Adam Page. He came out and he took out Fish and O'Reilly, and the Bucks they backed away from Hangman Adam Page. They don't want nothing to do with Hangman Adam Page. And so yeah, so Adam Cole, he came from behind and he tried to take out Page with a super kick, but Page saw it coming, and so Page he had took out Adam Cole. And so Page tried to hit the buckshot lariat to Cole, but Fish and O'Reilly had dragged Adam Cole out of the ring. And so yeah, and so Silver he had took out Fish and O'Reilly with a cannonball. And so Silver he had brought O'Reilly back into the ring, and O'Reilly Hangman Adam Page hit a buckshot lariat to O'Reilly. And so right after that, Hangman Adam Page he had grabbed the microphone and he spoke.
Our tale begins in 2008 when a young, overconfident, smug little prick named Adam Cole entered the world of professional wrestling, and he became a world champion everywhere he went.
Everywhere.
But as he could see the writing on the wall and feel his world crumble around him, he clambered back to his old friends and decided to come for the most precious prize in professional wrestling, the AEW World Championship. And he kept his eyes on that prize as he walked towards it step after step, never realizing that he was drawing closer and closer to a 6-foot hole in the ground.
Wow. Woo.
And at Revolution, when he climbed into the ring thinking he would leave once again as AEW World Champion, he took one step too close to that grave, and the better Adam laid him down in it.
Oh.
And the world listened to the sound of his body hitting the dirt. It's from a freshly cocked buckshot, and that sound was boom.
Oh.
bad blood flows like a river here.
And yeah, man, that was it with that. So yeah, so of course we have Hangman Adam Page versus Adam Cole for the AEW World Championship at Revolution. And yeah, man, cannot wait for it, man, too. So this is Adam Cole's first championship match, his first championship match in the company, and his first, I believe, his first one-on-one pay-per-view match too. Yeah, his first ever one-on-one pay-per-view match in AEW. So yeah, man. So that was it with that. And so yeah, so right after that we had Tony Schiavone. He was backstage. He interviews Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. Bryan Danielson backstage.
And coming up later tonight here on Dynamite Live, Bryan Danielson against another upcoming star, Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, you know, I've been really impressed by Daniel Garcia. And in fact, when I look at him, he reminds me a lot of a younger version of me. He's technically excellent. He's vicious and violent on the mat. But you know, the big difference is I had a great mentor in William Regal. And he's hanging out with 2.0. You see, imagine what it would be like if he was training with somebody like Bryan Danielson or training with somebody like Jon Moxley. He would be at an entirely different level, and I am going to show him the difference tonight. But speaking of Jon Moxley, last week, Mox, you said that before we fight together, we need to bleed together. Well, do you know what? Tonight, after the match, I'm going to give you that answer.
And we'll have more live on Dynamite on TBS. Stay right with us.
And so yeah, man. So that was it with that. And so of course that was the main event tonight: Bryan Danielson versus Daniel Garcia. And also, yeah, Bryan, he had mentioned William Regal, so that was a name drop, his mentor. So yeah, man. So that was it with that. And so yeah, so right after that we had Maxwell Jacob Friedman, aka MJF, came out to the ring and he spoke.
You know, CM Punk, he showed a photograph. He showed a photograph last week, and he said that for him it was just another Friday. Well,
Whoa, what the heck?
For me, it wasn't. Because I know it's really easy to think that I was raised with a silver spoon in my mouth. I know it was really easy to believe that you people understand my upbringing. But the fact of the matter is, at one point in my life, the only reason I got out of bed in the morning was because of professional wrestling. Just like all of you, I love professional wrestling.
Yeah.
I love AEW. And yes, you know what? That day meant more to me than just a Friday. That day meant everything to me. Let me go back a little bit in time. 2007, I'm 11 years old. I got a litany of learning disabilities. I have severe attention deficit disorder. Every single day in school for me was hell. But the one thing I was good at was football. I tried out for the team. I was one of, only 2 Jewish kids that tried out. We got Jews in the house? Shockingly, the coach decided to start me as a middle linebacker, and that meant everything to me because for once, I thought I fit in. And then the next day at school, I'm walking the hallway of my school, and I see my teammates walking up to me. And I'm excited because for once in my life, I actually think I'm gonna make friends. And they look angry. And in their hands, they're holding rolls of quarters. And all of them decided to throw the quarters at me as hard as they physically could.
They cheering.
And they said, "Pick it up, Jew boy, pick it up."
Oh man,
I went home and I cried and I cried and I cried, but finally I stopped because I realized today's Friday, and that means tonight I get to meet my hero CM Punk at an autograph signing. CM Punk, my hero, the guy I looked up to. CM Punk, the best in the world. That day meant everything to me, and when I went back home, I made a promise to myself that I was gonna be just like my hero, CM Punk. I wasn't gonna be afraid to speak up for myself. This 5'0" ADD riddled Jew boy, was gonna become the best in the world. CM Punk, the same guy who I believed in, the same guy who left me when I needed him most. I was livid. I packed my bags, I got in my car, and I made a promise to myself that day. I made a promise that I was gonna become the best in the world in spite of CM Punk. I made a promise that whatever outcasted kid at school who was getting bullied, had me to watch on his TV screen, and I made a promise that I wasn't not gonna leave him high and dry, just like you did, Punk, you gutless coward. At Revolution, March 6th, you can choke me with the chain, you can whip me with the chain, you can make me bleed buckets, but I will not quit, because if I quit, then I'd be no better than you. And we all know that's not the case, because my name is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and I'm better than you. And you know it.
And so yeah, man. So right after that, man, yeah, CM Punk, he came out. He walked out to the ring, no theme music. And so he got in the ring. He asked MJF, "Is this true? Is this true?" And so yeah, like everything that he said earlier. So MJF, he started shaking his head. Yeah. And so he was crying too. He had a tear come out from his eye. And so he just walked away, walked out of the ring, and that was it. Never would have expected MJF, of all people, to cry, have a tear rolling down his eye, and people still booing him, dude. Dude, man. Oh. And then he talked about, the struggles that he went through as a kid and all that stuff. Yeah, man. I don't know if he's telling the truth or he's just full of crap. But yeah, MJF, man, he is the best, bro. He is the best on the microphone. Everything that he set out to do, bro. He is the best at everything that he does, man. If you're a heel and you're trying to choose somebody to model yourself after, MJF is that person, man. MJF is that guy you want to model yourself after, man. If you want to be a great heel, man. This dude is MJF 24/7, man. 24/7. The king, bro. The king of all promos. But yeah, really enjoyed this. And of course, MJF and CM Punk, they have their dog collar match at Revolution. And so yeah, so Revolution is actually next week, man. Next Sunday, right? Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, it's in 2 weeks. So not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after the next. So yeah, so that was pretty much it with that. Really, it was really unexpected though. Did not expect the MJF to cry. But yeah, man. But that was it with that, man. And so yeah, so right after that we had Tony Schiavone. He was backstage. He interviews Daniel Garcia with 2.0 in his corner. So that's Matt Lee and Jeff Parker.
We heard the comment from Bryan Danielson earlier. He and Daniel Garcia coming up tonight.
Danielson, let's clear the air real quick. Let me remind you, the three of us walked through these doors together. Now that Daniel Garcia is well on his way to being the best wrestler in the entire world, you want to swoop in and be his mentor? Bryan, nobody gives a rat's ass what it would have been like if you and Mox were his mentor. You want a taste? You're getting a taste tonight.
Bryan, you might think that I need a lesson in a lot of things, but there's one thing that I don't need a lesson in, that is violence. I was born into that, I was molded by that, and tonight I'm gonna be the one teaching you the lesson.
All right, that's coming up a little bit later on, guys. Let's send it back to you.
But yeah, that was it with that, man. So right after that we had a tag team match, and we had the Kings of the Black Throne. So that's Malakai Black and Brody King versus the Death Triangle. So we had Pac, and now no longer Pentagon, no longer Penta El Cero Miedo. His name is Penta Oscuro. So yeah, with Alex Abrahantes in that corner. So Penta, he has a new character, a darker character, and he now goes by Penta Oscuro. And he also has new theme music too. So I love the theme music that they gave him. And so yeah, so Alex Abrahantes, he also came out and it was dressed as a darker character. He had like face painting on him too. And so yeah, man. So yeah, so Penta Oscuro. So yeah, so both of these teams they were going at it. Penta he had dove onto Black and King outside the ring, and so the match finally began. And so Pac he had a 450 splash to Black, and then Black had kicked out. And so we had the Kings of the Black Throne. They took control of the match, and then we had a tope suicida to Pac and Penta from Brody, Brody King. Black accidentally took out King, and so both teams they're going back and forth. We had a pump kicks to Brody, and Brody was still standing up. And so we had a German suplex to Brody from Pac. And yeah, so Penta and Pac, they double team King. And so Penta, he stopped Black from spitting the black mist in his face by covering up his mouth. And so yeah, so Penta, to end the match, he had rolled up Black to win the match. So therefore, Penta Oscuro and Pac wins the match. And so yeah, so right after the match, we had Brody King. He attacked Pac and Penta Oscuro. And so yeah, so Black he had brought out a shovel that Penta had brought out earlier during his entrance. And so yeah, so Black he tried to use the shovel. He tried to use the shovel on Penta. And so yeah, and then when he tried to use the shovel on Penta, the lights had cut off. So the lights had cut off, cut back on, and it's Buddy Matthews, aka or formerly known as Buddy Murphy. So yeah, so Buddy Matthews is here in AEW. And he stared down Black, and so Black he looked like he saw a ghost, and so he was backing away from Buddy Matthews, and so he stared down Black, and so Matthews he took out Penta and Pac, so he took out Pac first, and then he took out Penta, and so yeah, so Brody King he was he took out the security team, so the security team that was outside the ring, and so Brody he took them out one by one, demolished these guys, dude, and so yeah, so Black he had ordered Buddy Matthews to stomp Penta's face in the chair. Like stomp his face on his chair. And so Buddy, he curb stomps Penta's face into the chair. And that was it, man. So they all three of these guys, they stood side by side as the House of Black. That was it, man. That was it. What a debut from Buddy, man. What a debut from Buddy Matthews, and it's great to see him too, man. And getting the opportunity, something that he didn't get in WWE. He did his thing with Rollins, but how far did that go? It didn't go that far. But yeah, man, but great to see him, in something important, But yeah, man. But yeah, so it is official. Buddy Matthews, he is All Elite Wrestling, so he is signed to AEW. So welcome to the team, Buddy Matthews. And so yeah, man. So yeah, another team that could go after those trios titles, man. They need to go ahead and introduce these trios titles already, man. We have so many teams, bro, in the back that can go after those titles, man. Just bring the titles in. Bring the trios titles in. And yeah, man, bring them in. The House of Black could be the main contenders for those trios titles when they finally introduce them. Yeah, but that was it with that, man. So yeah, so right after that, we had a vignette from Thunder Rosa and Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D, who is the AEW Women's World Champion.
When Thunder Rosa walks through the curtain, she's a song. Thunder Rosa. That's it.
Britt Baker in France. Oh my God, Britt, guess what? On Rampage, there's a contract signing to make this official for Revolution on March 6th. You and your little friends have to come and show up.
Is she truly a star? I beat Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa never beat me on paper. Bet that stings.
So Britt, I'm bringing my pen. You bring your friends and your pals. Because guess what? This time, it's gonna count.
Ooh. So yeah, man. So that was it with that. So we have a contract signing. Contract signing on Rampage. So yeah, so they do have a championship match at Revolution. And so yeah, man. So that was it with that. And so right after that, we had Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho's face to face. So yeah, man. Here we go, right here, man. This is probably one of the best things on the show. One of my favorite things on the show. So yeah, so Chris Jericho, Eddie Kingston. So Eddie Kingston came out first, and then Chris Jericho came out, and the crowd, of course, singing along to Chris Jericho's theme song as always. And so also we had security team. We had the security team in the ring in case something went down, which nothing did. Nothing did went down.
Now, are we done massaging your ego with that
Good. I become. All right, enough. I job. What is? First off, I don't like you anyway. Why are you in here?
Talk about the cameraman.
What is this?
You need to calm down a bit,
I
Eddie.
can't calm down. I don't know this.
Listen, I arranged for the security to be here because I want us to talk to each other like men, okay? I don't want us to fight each other like common street thugs, which I know you consider yourself to be. If you try it tonight, they're going to take care of it.
Are you calling me a street thug?
Yes.
You don't even know what that means, dog. You're lucky.
Oh, man.
This dude. Give me a second, because in all honesty, I have no idea why we're doing this. I'm not a sports entertainer, Chris. I'd rather just fight you. You know what? Since you're not going to fight me right here, hey, Tony Khan, hey, do me a favor. Get me Statlander and Willow Nightingale or something. Give me 2 women wrestling, please. Let's do something here. This is a wrestling company, not a sports entertainment company. My man, go down the block.
Oh. So, yeah, go down the block for some sports entertainment. And so Jericho, he has said maybe he will give them some sports entertainment, as this sports entertainment is entertaining. So yeah, Jericho at one point, he had said that Kingston looked like a jobber. And so he saw that Kingston as good when he wrestled, what's his name? Cody Rhodes.
And it was such a feel-good story, Eddie, after 20 years of busting your ass on the indies and getting over and overcoming your physical and mental issues, you finally, after all those years, signed a contract with AEW, and you made it to the big time at the age of 38 years old. And everybody was so happy for you. Eddie deserves it. We're excited for Eddie. Everybody that is but me. I didn't give 2 shits about your sob story, and I didn't give 2 shits about you. And I'll tell you the reason why. I realized that you're jealous of Chris Jericho. You didn't make it to the big time until you were 38 years old, but you know that I made it to the big time when I was 22 years old.
Jericho, he said when he was 38, he was already a multiple-time world champion. And so Jericho, he has said deep down inside, Kingston doesn't believe he can achieve what Jericho has achieved.
I'm not like the rest of the cornies that lie and talk to the promoters to get other people's legs cut out from under them. No, I tell the promoter to F off if he wants me to do that, because I'm going to do things my way, and I'm going to be me till I die. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm going to look at myself in the mirror. And now you're out here doing this and talking about that. You know what, Chris? I don't want to talk to you, because all you're doing is sucking the blood out of me, and my blood's too tough for you, dog. My heart don't pump Kool-Aid, dog. You know what I mean? You may do it to the young guys back there and tell them, hey, kid, you got a bright future. Team up with me. I'd rather do things on my own. And you know what, Chris? You know what, man? I want to fight. How about it? Me and you at the pay-per-view. How about it, Chris?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm going to answer that question, but first I want to ask you a question of my own, Eddie. Have you ever heard of achievemophobia? Do you know what that means?
No, I'm not. I got a GED. I don't.
All right. It means the fear of success, and that is you to a T. You're terrified to make it to the top. You're terrified to make it to the mountain, the mountain that I live on, because if you did, you would fall instantly right off the other side, and you know it. Because you consider your destiny to be one of a failure. You know why? I read all the stories about you online. I know your family's history. I know your family's history. You said it to the world. Your very first hero was your uncle, and he was a failure.
Oh. Once you bring somebody's family into it, dude, you cross the line, man.
You believed in your own father, and he was a failure.
Oh.
And deep down inside, you think you're a failure as well.
We got the match, great. But don't give me the Chris Jericho that did the Mimosa match.
Oh.
Don't give me the Chris Jericho that got pushed off a cage by MJF.
Oh.
Give me the Chris Jericho that was the first world champion in this company. Give me the Chris Jericho that bled buckets in Tennessee. Let me get the Chris Jericho that got respect from one of my heroes, Tenru, in war and wrestled out there. Give me the Chris Jericho that turned WCW upside down. Give me the Chris Jericho that your close friend Levesque hated.
Oh.
Because if you don't, I'm gonna eat you alive.
Oh, yeah. Levesque is Triple H. Triple H's real last name, Levesque.
I'm gonna give you that Chris Jericho and so much more, Eddie Kingston, and I'll say it again. I can see it in your eyes right now. You don't believe that you can beat me. You don't believe that you can win the big one. And your opinion of yourself deep down inside is the same opinion that I have of you. You are nothing more than a loser. And you always will be. You can't win the big one, ever. Hit my music.
Oh, man.
Wow, Jericho planting the seed of self-doubt in the head of Eddie Kingston.
So, yeah, man. So, that was it, man. Wow. It just left. It just left. He said, you can't win the big one. Play my music. Oh, man. Dude, that was cold, man. A mic drop right there, man. Yeah, man, dude, this was intense, bro. This was intense, man. Can we get more of this, man? Can we get more of this? Jericho and Eddie Kingston on the microphone, bro. Two guys that are great on the microphone, bro. Give me more of this. But yeah, but Revolution is in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, so maybe we will get more of it. But yeah, man, that was it with that, man. That was it with that. Love this, man. Enjoyed this. And so yeah, so right after that we had the AHFO. The AHFO. That's Andrade El Idolo, Matt Hardy, and Private Party, Isiah Kassidy and Marq Quen, with Jose the assistant. So they were backstage.
You, my friend, you're going to be a winner this Friday on AEW Rampage because you are bringing the TNT Championship to the AHFO. You're going to beat Sammy Guevara, and I'm so excited. But I do have a question. Are you going to tag Isiah Kassidy in to win the title? Is that going to be a strategy?
I don't need anybody in my corner for win, but we are a company. You're my back, I am your back.
Of course, man. I'm just joking. I'm just messing around.
And it wasn't joking.
But how about this? Since Isiah did win the match on Monday, how about we do this huge match and give him a huge opportunity? I say we give the soon-to-be TNT champ Andrade big money Matt Hardy, and Isiah Kassidy takes on Sting, Sammy Guevara, and Darby Allin in the first ever Tornado Trios match at Revolution.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, they are stacking up this show, man. I'm telling you, bro. Wow. So, a trios tornado match? A trios tornado match at Revolution, man. Man, this match gonna be all over the place, man. All over the place. So yeah, man. So that was pretty much it with that. And so yeah, so right after that, we had the Face of the Revolution qualifier match. We had Ricky Starks, who is the FTW champion, representing Team Taz with Powerhouse Hobbs in his corner, versus the Dark Order's number 10. And so yeah, so 10 he started using his power against Starks, and we had a delayed vertical suplex to Starks, and then Starks started to fight back, and then 10 had locked in the full Nelson to Starks, and Starks ended up fighting out of it. And so, yeah, 10 hit the discus lariat to Starks. Yeah, they were both going back and forth. And then to end the match, Starks had hit the spear to number 10 to win the match. So, therefore, Ricky Starks wins the match and will be in the Face of the Revolution ladder match. So, yeah, so we have two members of Team Taz in the ladder match. So, we have Starks and Hobbs along with Keith Lee and Wardlow in that ladder match. And so, yeah, so that was pretty much it with that. And so, yeah, so right after that, we had Adam Cole and ReDRagon So that's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. So they're backstage.
Can you believe it? I can believe it, Kyle. Braylon, fire that thing up. Make sure you got it rolling.
Braylon.
Oh, it feels We're good. Going to the pay-per-view, baby.
ReDRagon! Brandon, why are you filming this, you idiot? ReDRagon, that's a double cross.
The Young Bucks that came in, they interrupted ReDRagon while they were talking. So they were upset with ReDRagon and what happened earlier tonight.
What are you talking about? Are you kidding me? No.
But I blacked out there.
I blacked
Really?
out.
Why?
You still got a
so
shot for
sour?
next
Oh
week.
my
You still got a chance to win
tag
next
Royale.
week.
No.
Hey.
They're right. We have a chance next week. Next week's Tag Royale, right?
Yeah.
And now we're even more motivated. You know why?
Good. Okay.
Because we want to go to the pay-per-view
Well, I'm glad we could motivate.
and kick your guys' asses.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll see you at the pay-per-view.
Okay.
Shot.
Yeah.
Shot.
You
know.
and your
Yeah,
Barbie.
you know, guys. Yeah.
Guys!
Lock in.
Guys,
Yeah,
listen,
listen to me right now, okay? For the love of God. For the love of God, you guys need to get along. I have enough on my plate right now as is with the AEW World Championship match. You two need to get along with those two, damn it. We're a team. Thought we were getting
Well, maybe tell them.
I'm telling you.
Landon,
All right.
Landon, you better turn this off right now. 'Cause I don't know. Landon, sorry.
So yeah, man. So yeah, I said this last week, man. It's gonna be the Bucks. So yeah, ReDRagon, they already earned their shot at Revolution. So next week in that Battle Royale, the Bucks are gonna earn their shot. So yeah, man. So the Bucks will be earning their shot. So it's gonna be a triple threat match. It's gonna be Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus versus ReDRagon, and the Young Bucks. So that's the match at Revolution, man. It has to, man. That's the only way you have to go. But yeah, man. That was it, man. That was it with that. And so yeah, so right after that, we had the TBS Championship match, and it was the Bunny with Matt Hardy in her corner versus Jade Cargill, who is the TBS champion, with Smart Mark Sterling in her corner. And so yeah, man. So Jade, she has green hair. So Jade had dyed her hair green because she's money. So that's why she dyed her hair green. And so yeah, so both were going back and forth. And then the Bunny had hit a Russian leg sweep to Jade into the guardrail. So yeah, at the start of the match, Matt Hardy, he wasn't out there. He wasn't at ringside, but he ended up coming out at ringside during a commercial break. He came out. He started chasing Mark Sterling around. Keep doing the delete. He kept chasing him around, doing this delete, and all that stuff. Jade and the Bunny, they were going back and forth, and then Jade hit the spine buster to the Bunny. And so yeah, so Hardy had got on a ring apron to try to distract the referee, and so Mark had got on the ring apron too, and so Matt Hardy and Smart Mark Sterling, they were arguing with each other. So before they got in the ring apron, they both slid in so Matt Hardy, he slid in the brass knuckles to Bunny, and then Smart Mark Sterling, he had threw in the TBS Championship in the ring. So the TBS Championship was in the ring, and the brass knuckles were in the ring too. You know, while the referee was distracted. And so yeah, they both went after their weapons. And so yeah, so Jade, she had used the title. She used the TBS title to block the Bunny's brass knuckle shot. And so yeah, and so right behind the referee's back, of course. And so the referee had ejected Matt Hardy and Smart Mark Sterling from ringside. So Jade and the Bunny, they continued their match. They were going back and forth. And so the Bunny started hitting super kicks to Jade. And so the Bunny tried to go for a finishing move into the rabbit hole. But Jade, she had reversed it. And so to end the match, Jade, she had hit a finishing move Jaded to the Bunny to win the match. So therefore, Jade Cargill wins the match and is still the TBS champion and is 28-0. And so yeah, so right after the match, Tony Schiavone, he got in the ring. He tried to interview Jade Cargill after the match. And so yeah, so Jade had told Tony Schiavone, like, cut the shit. And she said that she is 28-0. And so she asked who's next and who's left. And so Ty Conti, she came out. So her theme music started playing. And so yeah, man. So here go Ty Conti.
Who's gonna beat your ass, bitch? At Revolution?
Whoa, Ty Conti now not wasting any time.
Them's fighting words, ladies and gentlemen.
Getting right in the face of Jade Cargill, the TBS champion.
So they both got in each other's face, and then we had the Bunny. She tried to blindside Ty Conti. And so Ty Conti ended up hitting a Ty KO to the Bunny. And so Jade had hit Ty Conti with a pump kick. And that was it. That was it with that. And so, yeah, as Jade Cargill, as she was leaving the ring, we had Anna Jay. She tried to take out Jade Cargill, but Jade Cargill, she was already out of the ring. And yeah, so she came out with a chair to chase off Jade Cargill out of the ring. And so yeah, so that was pretty much it with that. And so yeah, so it looks like the bunny, it looks like Ty Conti is going after Jade Cargill for the TBS Championship. She's not gonna beat Jade Cargill. That's not a person on that roster is beating Jade Cargill. Especially the way they booking her right now, man. Undefeated 28-0. Man, yeah, nobody is beating her, man. Nobody. And so yeah, man, so that was it with that. And so right after that we had Alex Marvez. He was backstage. He interviews Limitless Keith Lee.
You were the first qualifier for the Face of the Revolution ladder match. Since then, the field has grown
substantially. We got Wardlow, we got Big Hobbs now. Starks, it's the only one I'm familiar with, actually.
Starks is the only one you're familiar with, huh? Old faces, new territory.
Starks interrupted the interview. Starks and Hobbs did.
Hello, Keith Lee. How are you? I want to let you know something, my man. You're new here, so here are the rules. Team Taz has been running things around here, and just so you know, me and Hobbs, we don't care where you came from or what you've done. Here, you start all over. So you better stay in your lane where you belong. And you need to mind your P's and Q's. That's all I'm saying to you, big boss.
P's and Q's. Uh-oh. And then Hobbs and Keith Lee stood face to face.
We're going to go ahead and save this for Revolution. You go ahead and take your time, and we're going to be around.
Dude, the sight of Keith Lee and Powerhouse Hobbs, bro. Oh my God, dude. Dude, I can't wait for this ladder match, dude. Most specifically, I can't wait for these two guys to go at it. I know there's been talks too. You know, this is before he came to AEW. People were saying, what if Keith Lee comes to AEW and he have a match with Powerhouse Hobbs? I'm telling you, man, that was a great sight, man. Seeing Keith Lee and Powerhouse Hobbs in the same building, dude, face to face. Oh my God, dude. Cannot wait for this ladder match. But yeah, that was it with that, man. Now, before we get into the main event, man, let's talk about Revolution. Let's talk about AEW Rampage, and then next week's AEW Dynamite, and then AEW Revolution. So yeah, man. So for our AEW Rampage this Friday, we have another qualifying match of the Face of the Revolution qualifying match. And it's gonna be Orange Cassidy versus Anthony Bowens of the Acclaim, with Max Caster in his corner on AEW Rampage. And also on AEW Rampage, we have the Professor's 5-minute rookie challenge featuring Serena Deeb on Friday. And also on AEW Rampage, we have the AEW Women's World Championship contract signing between Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D., who is the AEW Women's World Champion, and Thunder Rosa, the #1 contender. And also on AEW Rampage, we have a TNT Championship match. And it's going to be Sammy Guevara, the Spanish guy, Sammy Guevara, who is the TNT champion, versus Andrade El Idolo. And also next week, we have the Casino Tag Team Battle Royale, and the winners will go on to Revolution, so that's going to the Bucks. Also for AEW Dynamite for next week, we have a trios match. And it's going to be Hangman Adam Page, who is the AEW World Champion, John Silver and Alex Reynolds, versus Adam Cole, the #1 contender for the AEW World Championship, and ReDRagon. So that's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. And also, so yeah, that's for Dynamite. Now for AEW Revolution, the card is stacked for AEW Revolution. So the matches that we have so far are for the AEW World Championship, Hangman Adam Page, AEW World Champion versus Adam Cole, #1 contender for the AEW World Championship. And also we have CM Punk versus MJF in a dog collar match at Revolution on March 6th. And also we have the Face of the Revolution ladder match for the TNT champion. So the winner gets a shot at the TNT championship. So far we have Wardlow, Keith Lee, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Ricky Starks. And also on Revolution we have Eddie Kingston versus Chris Jericho. And then we have the AEW World Tag Team Championship match. So we have ReDRagon versus Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. And also the winner of the Casino Tag Team Battle Royal on next week's Dynamite for the AEW World Tag Team Championships at Revolution. And also we have the AEW Women's World Championship match. It's going to be Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D., who is the AEW Women's World Champion, versus Thunder Rosa, the #1 contender for the AEW Women's World Championship. And also we have in May, so they promoted Double or Nothing. So Double or Nothing is gonna be on May 29th, and so yeah, it's gonna be on May 29th. Double or Nothing is at the T-Mobile Arena. That's what they said, the T-Mobile Arena. And so yeah, man. So that was pretty much it. So AEW Dynamite on that May 25th. It's gonna be in the Ultra Arena, and then the Friday, May 27th, also at the Ultra Arena. So yeah, so that's it with that. And so yeah, so now it's time for the main event. So yeah, so the main event we had Daniel Garcia versus Bryan Danielson. So yeah, my favorite match on the show, man. And yeah, man, I'm digging Bryan Danielson's theme song, man. But yeah, man. So yeah, so both of these guys, they were going back and forth, trying to out wrestle each other. Bryan, he had locked in a LaBelle lock to Garcia, but Garcia put his foot on the rope. And so Bryan, he was laying it in. He was laying it in on Garcia, man, beating the piss out of him, bro. And so yeah, man, so Garcia, he had chop blocked Bryan, and so Garcia, he had took control of the match for a bit. And then at one point, Bryan, he had suplexed Garcia from inside of the ring onto the floor. He was inside the ring and he suplexed him over the top rope. And Garcia, he had landed on the floor nasty too, man. And so yeah, we had a running diving knee to Garcia off of the ring apron. And then he followed up with a missile dropkick to Garcia in the ring. And so Bryan, he went right after Garcia's leg. And so both of these guys, they were kicking each other in the face while they were both locked in the heel hook. And so yeah, so we had a cattle mutilation to Garcia, and then Garcia, he had fought out of it. And so Garcia, he had locked in the ankle lock to Bryan. And so both of these guys, they were going back and forth with strikes, and they were trading slaps too. And so Bryan, he did his signature stomps to Garcia. And so to end the match, man, we had Bryan Danielson, he had locked in a triangle sleeper hold to Garcia to win the match. So Garcia he passed out. Garcia passed out. So therefore, Bryan Danielson wins the match. And yeah, man, that was it, man. Great match, dude. Best thing on the show. And so yeah, so right after the match, Bryan Danielson, he had spoke on a microphone, and he asked the crowd, did Daniel Garcia show violence? And so the crowd cheered. And so 2.0 had attacked Bryan Danielson from behind. And so Jon Moxley, his theme music had played. So yeah, so 2.0, they ganged up on Bryan, and then Moxley's theme music had played. And so Moxley went through the crowd, went in the ring, took out 2.0 while his theme music was still playing. And so yeah, I thought that was cool, man. So yeah, so he beat up 2.0, and Garcia, he tried to hit Moxley from behind with a chair, but Bryan had stopped Garcia. And so Moxley gave Garcia a paradigm shift. And all that stuff happened while Jon Moxley's theme song was still playing, dude. And then the crowd was singing along to the theme song. So I thought that was really cool, man. And so, yeah, so the crowd started chanting, "This is awesome. This is awesome." Indeed it was, bro. And so, yeah, so Bryan, he spoke. And Bryan had a chair in his hand, too. The chair that he had took away from Daniel Garcia.
So, in order for us to fight together, we need to bleed together. I don't need this to make anybody bleed.
Do the chair off to the side.
You want a match at Revolution? You got it!
Yeah.
Bring it! Let's see it!
But don't be surprised if you're the only person bleeding.
Ooh.
I highly doubt that. What a pay-per-view it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday, March 6th.
And so, yeah, and that was it, man. So they were face-to-face, nose-to-nose, too. And, yeah, man. And that was it with the main event, and that was the end of Dynamite. And so, yeah, so that was it with that. And, yeah, man. Bryan versus Moxley at Revolution, bro. Yes, dude. Take my money, bro. Take all of it. And, yeah, man. And as I said before, I said this throughout the show. Revolution is a stacked show, bro. They stacking up this show with these high-level matches, bro. And I also said this earlier. This could be one of the best pay-per-views of this year. You know, I don't want to go too far and say the best pay-per-view of the year, but one of the best pay-per-views of the year. But yeah, man. But we still have a long way to go, man. 2022, we in February, so we still have a lot more pay-per-views to go. But yeah, this could be one of the best pay-per-views of the year. Revolution will be. But yeah, that was it, man. That was it with AEW Dynamite, man. Overall, great show, man. Enjoyed that face-to-face promo with Jericho and Eddie Kingston in the main event. I enjoyed the main event with Daniel Garcia and Bryan Danielson. And yeah, man. And also Buddy Matthews making his AEW debut, signing with AEW, making his AEW debut, aligning himself with the Kings of the Black Throne. So yeah, I can't wait to see what's next with Buddy Matthews, man. And yeah, man, that was it, man. That was it. So much happened on this show, man. So much happened on this show. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed the show, bro. Enjoyed it. And so yeah, man, that was it, man. That was it with AEW Dynamite. And yeah, man. And if you like this video, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new around here, or if you're watching D.Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you'll know when the next time my next video is uploaded. And yeah, man, follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. And comment down below, man. Tell me how you felt about AEW Dynamite. And yeah, man, share this video with each and every single person that you come across on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys. See you guys whenever I see you guys. Friday is my birthday, so AEW Rampage. I don't know. I might do something on my birthday on the 25th. But yeah, I might do something on Friday. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday for AEW Rampage for my birthday. So yeah, man. So, yep. And yeah, man. Once again, guys, thank you for the love and the support for the show. Thank you, thank you, and thank you, man. And yeah, man. And this. Oh yeah, if you missed last week's review of AEW Dynamite, the video is gonna be right up here in this corner, and the link to that video will be down below in the description. And yeah, man. And once again, guys, thank you for the love and the support for the show. Thank you, and thank you, man. And yeah, man. And this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to be awesome. And that's that.